So last Saturday, hands down, I think that is one of the best DJs I've ever seen. Like, no word of a lie, no joke. That shit was the real deal. Taylor's All Night Long was just absolutely off its tits. I was expecting good things from when Tyndall was chatting to me about it in one of our previous live streams, part of the Cup of Come Down crew a couple of weeks ago. So, expectations were fairly high, but I honestly didn't think it would be that good. Like, to exceed as much as it did was just, yeah, absolutely nuts. Knew the vibes were going to be spot on as soon as we got there because like we had a good prees in Bowser's Bar, but then it was the first time properly meeting Tyndall in person, first time meeting Tatey in person, and they brought their pals as well. And at the start, we were all just in one big circle. We basically formed a hacking circle in front of like the DJ booth, and we were all just taking it in turns, having a cheeky hacking, dancing, laughing. Like, yeah. So from the moment we got in there, got a drink, we knew it was going to be a good laugh. Back to TLO though, and even when he must have recognised me in the crowd or something because we've been chatting before. When he clocked me and he actually came down, gave us a hug, said hello, asked how I was, how like things were going and that type of stuff. Like, who does that? Do you know what I mean? He just seems like a really humble, down to earth bloke. He wants to do well, he wants to succeed, and he seems like he wants everyone else to succeed as well. I thought his song choice and his transitions were what were more impressive for me. I think not only did he have like everyone turn into each other, everyone's faces were like, are you hearing what I'm hearing? Like, this is just fucking nuts. Me and Bowser spoke about like his volume control, and we were talking about it like afterwards, and the way he kind of draws you in to make you think that he's gonna transition into another track, and then he'll just bring the bass back in, and it kept us hooked all night trying to guess what the song coming in was, and then it wasn't. It was just the what was playing, and the bass was back in. But then he would drop it, and the next song was in, and we were just like, "What the fuck?" And I think, obviously, I'm still new to the whole DJing, and like I've not even started producing. Tal's got more of an idea on producing than I do. I haven't even touched Ableton yet, but I think I've been in a room with other DJs as well, and speaking about them small details, I think that's one thing that he's absolutely nailed. I think to be at where he's at and be so focused on appreciative on the smaller details, I think that's how you know a DJ like that is going to go really far, because if he can continue to do so when he gets to the very top, everyone will start noticing them little things that he does and the good habits that he's got into. But yeah, just him as a person and his energy as well. I don't know if it's because it was his first time. I think it was I'm sure it was his first show of the year. I don't know if it's because of that or because it was his first time in Newcastle, or that's just how he is in general. But he brought the energy, like he was there to just fucking rip the decks up and rip worldies up. And I think because everyone could see and feel that he was just giving it his all and just enjoying himself mainly. I think everyone kind of gave that energy back, and everyone was like egging him on and wanted him to succeed and wanted him to do well. Obviously, like when you're playing all night long, that's a lot of pressure. Like 5 hours straight of DJing, you did like 11 till 4. It's a long time to DJ to try and keep people hooked, to take people on a bit of a journey and stuff as well. It's a lot different when you've got like an hour and a half slot to try and fill tracks in. By the end of it, you normally crate digging, but yeah, he kept everyone hooked, and yeah, the energy in that room, it made for just a mega night. I think everyone, like I say, was just loving it. There was no chew. Everyone was there for the music, there to see him do well, and a lot of people probably seen him for the first time as well. So it felt fresh, something a bit different. I think so. I'm really glad that I went to see him instead of going to Vicky Warehouse, because yeah, there were some DJs on that lineup that I've not seen before, but I think to see a DJ like that in Worldies just completely blow every big name like out the water, I think that's what made it such a good night. I mentioned in my other video as well, the vlog video that I did, I put a clip in of his closing. He played Mr. Brightside, The Killers, like a little remix of that. And just before that, I didn't obviously didn't get a video of it and put it in the vlog, but he actually jumps on the mic and he starts like chatting to everyone, and he's shouting how he appreciated everyone's support, and like you could just genuinely tell how happy he was to like finish that gig and kind of get it done and enjoy the moment with everyone. And then he, like I say, dropped Mr. Brightside, and everyone behind the decks is hugging, and everyone just like kind of shared that moment. It was proper wholesome, proper nice. But he felt like he'd proper deserved that, you know, worked hard that whole set to win that moment. But yeah, I managed to go over at the end just before the worldies bouncers were like literally throwing everyone out. They were angry as fuck at the end. I don't know, obviously, if we got a license for everyone to be out at 4, but yeah, they wanted everyone out. So I was trying to talk to him, but I didn't get much of a conversation because, like I said, they were trying to usher everyone out. But managed to like have a little chat, get a little picture with him, and yeah, like mark my words, TLO, remember the name. There's definitely big things coming for him this year. If he carries on how he did that gig throughout the rest of it, like that guy's going places. But yeah, if anyone went last Saturday, let me know what you guys thought. And if you didn't go, I honestly urge you to book one of his gigs. Go and see TLO. Don't just take my word for it. Go and see him at one of his events, and then come chat to me.